Hey everyone, it's Denise, and I'm back with you to show you two more buildings that I built in the visitor center, which is the Brahmin barn and the hospital. And I built these right after I built the safe house, right after I built the safe house, and wanted it to look kind of full here because I was going to put a gate down there, and I still might do it. But I'm noticing that some of the lag that I'm getting here is because I have these big walls up here. So I'm thinking of taking down at least the top layer and some of the bottom pieces and see if my frame rate doesn't get a little bit better. So anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. And let's go ahead and go in here. I've been talking with Sar Deliac a lot about the Brahmins here lately. And I've learned a few new things about them and their behaviors. Oh, let me take you on the outside just real quick. All the animals, I think, have a little quirkiness about them. Like I had mentioned to Lois to make a radstag cage for her pets, and she did, and then she was able to move them in there with the turret, and then they just respawn back out again. So here's an example of a Brahmin that's wanting to be unruly and doesn't want to do what he's supposed to do. And I did have 4 Brahmin. I moved 1 Brahmin with a turret, and his body flew up into the air, just straight shot up into the air like a rocket, and fell to the ground and just died. And it was so funny, but now I only have 3 Brahmin here. And the way I got these Brahmin is I did the cages, and because I sent some Brahmin over here from Kelly the Brahmin trader, but they're not showing up for some reason. So I'm sure I'll come here one day and find like 5 new Brahmin. So anyways, this barn that I built for a Brahmin, and they started off, you know, like they do. They start off when you first get here. They start off acting really well. So they were all in their little respective cages, acting good, and they were all, going to their own feed troughs. And I even put some razor grain in here for them, and fixed it up real nice and everything. And what I could do now is I could move the middle partition there and just make them too wide and see if that doesn't help out a little bit. But because I think Sar Deliac, one thing he said was they need a little bit more room than that. So that may be one issue too. He also said with the Brahmin troughs, always make sure that the faucet is on the right hand side. That is the proper way to put them down so that you'll get them feeding on this side inside the barn as opposed to outside. Now that one Brahmin that's out there, it's I don't know what it's doing. I don't know if it's trying to feed on the wrong side of the trough, but and then he also said the first Brahmin trough that you put down is the one that they're all pretty much going to gather out of. So what I started doing was I put the first Brahmin trough down, put 2 or 3 more down, delete the first one, and then after that, if you delete that first one, then they seem to go to their own separate Brahmin feeders after that. So I hope that's helpful to some of you all. And Sar Deliac has really been helpful, and I want to thank him again for helping me and giving me all that great advice. I'm assuming it's a him. It could be a her, so I apologize for that if you are a female. So anyways, just I'll try to do my slower pans here. I know when I get started chatting, I kind of jerk this around a little bit, and I apologize for that. All right. Oh, see, now he just popped right out. He didn't. He just popped right out. Because it looks like he just like ran into me. What are you doing? Y'all are so ornery. You will not do as I command. Get out of here. Okay, so I just made some little storage corners, you know, where they can, the storage corner here, where there's one guy that lives here, and he takes care of all the Brahmin, because, you know, we always kind of like to try to pretend that, you know, everything is connected somehow, and in our role play, and kind of have a little story to go along with everything. That I definitely think that helps to our builds, when you are building, to imagine a story of what these people are going through, what they are doing, you know, how they are acting from day to day, what do they like, what do they don't like, what are they into, what are their interests, what are their hobbies. Maybe this guy likes to collect baskets of fish and hide them under his bed, you know, and maybe he's killed a couple of rad stags. And of course, this is the Children of the Atom Settlement, so I have their stuff up. And he has his little food and drink over here in the corner. He's got a dead plant because he's like, he likes plants, but he never can get them to stay alive. So he's like, what the hell, I'll just leave it in the corner there with a lantern on top. And when I think of doing these stories, I always think of More to Me for Life, because she always has these interesting stories to go along with her settlements and her videos, which I really, really enjoy, and I really, really love. So kudos to her for all that she accomplishes with that, because it is so very amazing. And so here we go. We've got some natural light coming in at the top, which looks kind of cool. And here's just another area to mess around in. And I halved it off right here as opposed to going all the way back, because I put the roofs with the rafters on it down there. So you'd just be bumping your head the whole way down anyways. So, but to give it a different kind of texture and a different look, I want to kind of do a half and half thing. And of course, the see-through floors, you know, you can kind of watch the Brahmin while you're up here. Make sure they're trying to behave. And then I just stuck some mattresses up here. I have not experimented with this. I don't know if people actually get up there and sleep or not, but I thought it would just be a funny, quirky little thing, you know. Something else that I've found to do that absolutely makes no sense, but you do it anyways because it's funny, or it's weird. So here is this is the barn, and so we'll go on down here to the hospital. I wanted to do both of these in one video, so this video will be a little bit longer, and you can kind of see there how my frame rate is a little bit jerky. I mean, it's not too bad. It could be a whole lot worse, so I'm not trying to talk too much about it because I don't want to jinx myself. And so we've got the safe house, which I already showed that to you guys. And here's the hospital I built. It's totally different than the one that I did at Starlight, which I uploaded that one, I think, yesterday or a couple of days ago. It's totally different style, different atmosphere, different type of settlement, Children of Atom people. So they've got some sitting areas out here, and I have no idea if people are ever interested in seeing the outside of the building, but I always try to walk around the outside just in case. I put some trash bins back here because I had that space right there, and it seemed to make sense. And of course I can't get around the other way because I actually used the other side of the building as part of the wall, and I deleted it. And actually these barn walls, I kind of like them, like using them as a wall for some reason. I don't know. I know I did a partial wall at Echo Lake with the barn walls, and I really like how that's looking. And I've tried to do a little bit more interesting stuff with the turrets and whatnot, because I've been watching a lot of NoRespawns here lately, and he's been putting up some different kind of little quirky ideas for turrets and turret stands and whatnot. So I was trying to kind of take a page from his book and over there at Echo Lake. So here we have a hospital, and I stole these magazines from Starlight's, and I thought, well, Starlight's kind of a lost cause at the moment. So, or well, at that time it was a lost cause. So I thought I'll just take everything from over there and use it. Use it over here. So that was the idea there. So they've got their desk and waiting room, and where you check in, they've got a phone, a computer, some technical documents, some subway tokens for whatever reason, a clipboard, some folders, a typewriter, a TV in case they need that for whatever reason, or they can pretend that it's a computer. And I did go around my settlements and turn off all TVs and radios because, and I have no idea if this is true or not, or guys, but I just get weird things into my head, and then I it takes me a while to get them out of my head, but I have it in my head that TVs and radios, if they're turned on, they cause lag. So I've turned them all off. I have no idea if that's true or not, but that's just another weird, strange thing about me. So I'll get something that's stuck in my head, and then I'll go with it to see if it works or not. But so yeah, that's why it's turned off. And here we go. I thought I would try out a YouTuber by the name of Canton Province. I watched one of his videos where it shows you how to stack objects, and so I was experimenting around with stacking objects. Since the barn walls are a lot taller than the old ones, you can get away with doing this, and it doesn't look too bad. So that was the idea here, to try to just create some more interest and texture, just a different look than what you normally see. You'd probably normally see just regular file cabinets lined along the wall, and I wanted to do like different heights and just maybe look like it was one whole piece instead of all separate ones. So hope y'all find that interesting. I'll leave a link in the description for his video where he shows how to stack stuff. And I would show you how to do it, but I don't want to steal someone else's thunder, I guess, so to speak. So I mean, that's kind of his thing. So I'll just, if y'all would like to see it, I'll just let you go over there and watch it, and you can sub him if you want to. He's got some really interesting stuff on his channel. He doesn't have very many videos up, but he's really, really talented and knowledgeable. He's kind of like that guy Jug. He's really into doing some more intricate building techniques. So I've been watching a lot of his videos, and he's a really nice guy too. So anyways, here we go with this shelf that I stacked. And I stopped about 4 shelves down because honestly I did not want to get out a ladder and start trying to put stuff on those top shelves. So I stopped as far as high as I could go. So there's the Psycho on that top shelf, and then I stuck some pictures behind with the flag, and I called it good. I was able to put some bottles in there too for a little bit different, different look in there to give it some light. It lights it up a little bit to where you can see the items just a little bit better around it. So this took me quite a while, but you know what? These items were really good to me, especially the medic syringes. They went up there really easily. The irradiated blood or glowing blood packs, I didn't have any problems with those. The Rad-X and Rad-Away went on there okay. I did have a little bit of troubles with the buff out bottles. They were kind of a little bit annoying. Everything else was pretty much user friendly. just picked it up, plopped it down on the shelf, and it was good to go. You didn't have to do a lot of fiddling around with straightening it or items bumping into each other. And then, you know, if you get one up there the wrong way, one bumps into the other and then it goes flying across the room because it bumped into each other. So really the only thing that gave me problems, like I said, was the buff out bottles. They were pretty annoying, but the rest were great. So honestly, I mean, it didn't take me very long. It's more just about, do you have the patience, number one, to do this? And number two, do you have the time? And I don't really think it's really about patience with most people. I think it's more of a time factor with more people than anything else, because, you know, we all have lives outside of our game, right? So, anyways, here we go. And I put the chem station here, and then I put some stuff on top of it. Now, in build mode, this is hollow, so you wouldn't be able to stack anything on it. So if you want to put anything up here, make sure you are out of build mode to put it on top of there. And then it should stay. I fast traveled away several times and came back. So I've been lucky with these items. They have not fallen through. They have not acted weird. They've stayed put, and I put, those are mutated ferns I put up there. So that's just for a little added extra interest there. And I've got my Children of the Atom doctors here, and they're kind of like, we don't give a crap. We're not putting on a lab coat. We're not even putting on your fashionable glasses that you like, Denise. To heck with you. This is what we look like. Get over it. So yeah, that's kind of their attitude. So. And so here we go into the back part where I made some bunk beds. And if any of y'all watch, you know, we have a circle of friends in the community, and people that watch each other's videos and support each other. So I'm sure you all have seen several of our tutorials and whatnot on the bunk beds. But I noticed in the barn, because the barn walls are taller, and then if you put that roof on there that gives you that extra height, then you can just, it's almost like a second floor, and you can actually walk up here now without having to crouch or bump your head. I think on the old ones you couldn't even crouch to get up here, but this worked out great. So I thought, you know, I'm gonna do this. And I kept this plain because, you know, people are in here, they're sick, they're trying to recover, they don't need a lot of stuff in here. And besides, they're probably going to come in here and put their own stuff on, like their shelves and whatnot. I did put shelves up here, but because of the grading, the legs were sticking through quite a ways, and it just looked weird. So I just put the ottomans up on the top floor there. All right, and so I just put some regular old lights in here, kind of the more what I call doctory looking lights. Just a couple of decorations on the wall, not a whole lot. Of course, they've got their Children of Atom stuff up there, and I put some decorations on their thing here, you know, where they do their experiments and testing people's blood and you know, whatnot. Just show the ceiling a little bit more there. All right, so that's going to do it for the hospital and the Brahmin barn, guys. And I hope this was okay to make a longer video. And I haven't made a video in a while, so I did blab a little bit too much. And I apologize for that, but y'all know I like to talk to you. Y'all know that. So, anyways, and I hope y'all liked these 3 little buildings over here that I built. And Anyways, I've got Nick over there standing. He's such a good guy. He's standing over there so he wouldn't mess up the junk items. Good guy. Good guy. You're such a good-hearted guy. So yeah, that'll do it, guys. And y'all take care. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being a subscriber, and thank you for watching the videos. And I hope you are enjoying them. I hope they give you ideas and bring you some inspiration. And I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye.